Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, Ken. Hey, Steamer. Mike 51.
Throwing is Cousins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He's checking correctly on it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Gun.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Watch right. It's a party now. Hey, 382, last 50. First.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Jim.
Cook following the penalty. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Slam. Lucky 48. Hey, yo.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He completes it to Treadwell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Face. Fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cousins going to come up on a first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Gun.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Gideon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second down, Haskins. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pulled in at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Cousins. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian.
Yes, sir.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey.
Wow.
He'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
Can't keep blitzing
So that
me,
means
bro.
what
I'm
in
gonna burn you
halftime?
again eventually.
Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On second down, it's Lindsey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Third down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run with Lindsey.
Give me a block. Give me a block. Come on.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the
Test
one.
out our new
Give
acquisition.
him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah,
Let's go, Big Bo. We need you.
Get in there, though.
Hold on.
Second and goal.
Let's go,
from
Bo.
the 1.
Let's take it to half. Let's take it to 2 minutes. Take it to 2 minutes.
2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game.
Damn, man. I done drunk all my goddamn juice.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando
Oh,
to
yeah.
check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run forward.
Bo fumble.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, no.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50.
Oh, no.
He's at the 40. And a terrific return
wow.
as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big
our ball
return.
back, fellas.
And
That
how
was
about
horrible,
the convoy
Bo.
that got created to help him get all the way back upfield. I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's
Oh,
work
Bo, that
done.
was
It doesn't
horrible.
just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, man.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Come on, D! Hey, exit!
51's Mike. Mike 51.
Don't get nervous. Hey, we're good, we're good. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Come on.
Here we go.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 51. Hey, let's go.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He gets this
Oh,
one into
sir.
the hands of Dalvin Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Good route here.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Come on.
Cousins.
Let's go.
Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Let's go, Apke. This is what you're here for, son. Make plays.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe
Give me
in?
a block, gang.
Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's
Give me a
fielded
block.
in the
I'll
end
take it to
zone.
the house.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far is the field goal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Back, back, back. Gun.
On the carry, it's
Nope.
Cook.
Let's
And
go.
he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now on 2nd and 16, Cousins.
Hell no.
And
Don't.
it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Don't bail that nigga out with that bullshit.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Listen to me.
5-2 with the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go. Gun.
I got it.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the Redskins' 5-yard line.
Check 52. Come on.
Switch. Gun.
Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
All this stalling is not finna save you, my nigga.
Choose the mic. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
Gun.
They run. Abdullah. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check.
Again, it's Abdullah.
Oh, I should have hit stick that little nigga,
And
man.
he goes backwards on this
I didn't
one.
want to miss the
Losing
tackle.
yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
It's 3rd and goal.
Come on.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
52's the mic, boy.
They'll run for it. This is Abdullah.
Oh.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amir Abdullah. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I gotta go in my bag now.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson.
Got him.
Taking it right
Gonna cut all that
down
blitzing out,
Broadway.
brother.
Touchdown,
Yeah,
Washington. Paul Richardson, 85 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
what do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Blitz on you, so you like this shit.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side.
Yep.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Now
never
you
heard
gotta come
anybody
out
say
passing.
Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Check your backer, check your backer. 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one hit.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Wait, what happened to my blitz?
Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Cousins now.
Give me that, nigga.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
21, Vikings 16. Dane Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Lock up, boys.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh, boy,
And a
got
pretty
a call
good
down
return here.
move.
He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Watch right.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Too slow.
They work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Cousins to throw it.
Give me that.
For the third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the possession is theirs at their own.
I ain't got no rushing yards. Oh, it's game time. Let's go.
43-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Let's go.
Inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And a big one.
I miss my dude.
He's taken down.
Give me that same play.
Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now
Damn, I
for
miss
him
my
on the
dude.
year. After the sack on first down, Haskins is going to fire one deep, middle of the
Oh, they hold
and
me.
that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Scarborough. Bulldozes past him.
Let's go, Bo.
Get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's what your weak ass should have did earlier, niggas. Stumbling in the zone.
Short of the sticks on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
That nigga bumped.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's nothing to help you, bro.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Hey, Echo. Give me some.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Switch. Leave it, bring up 48. Bang.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook.
Let's go, Apke.
He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Stay the course. Shit working.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, orbit.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 36.
Okay.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right
No, sir.
spot.
Thank you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Get your swarm on!
Stay in bounds, fool.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Check. 54 is Mike.
Haskins going to try to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I threw that hole too
After
short.
the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Well, now Lindsey lost the football.
Oh, that nigga fumbled.
That will write a finish to this ball game. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching
Niggas
this
fumbling,
one,
messing up my swag out
I
here,
bet
man.
halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took